All right, let me give you an overview of what you're going to be learning in this course. So we're going to build this microservice architecture where we'll have a load balancer, and in here within the private network, so on this side you've got the public network, and on this side you have the private network. So we'll build a fraud microservice that talks to customer microservice, and these will basically send notifications through a message queue. So you're going to learn both Kafka as well as RabbitMQ, and then we'll have a third microservice on this side that will send notifications. Each of these microservices will have their own database, and in here you see that I'm using Mongo, but this is just for illustration purpose, because with microservice architecture you can choose the appropriate database for your microservices. Then you'll see that we'll connect to a Docker registry in here, also Eureka Server for service discovery, and I'll talk more about config server later towards the end, but you'll see that because with Kubernetes we will not need it. Again, we will not need it. Then Sleuth for distributed tracing. For service discovery, you can find all of these diagrams actually under the description of this video, and you can download and open with Draw.io. I'll leave some instructions on how to open this. For API gateway, you'll see what is an API gateway. I'm going to show you how to use the one provided by Spring, but then I will basically teach you that we should move to managed solutions whenever possible. Then Sleuth for distributed tracing. Message queues, so we want things to be asynchronous, i.e. if we send a notification from this microservice, and let's say that this other microservice takes 20 minutes, it's just a number, 20 minutes, but let's just say that it takes a long time. We don't want this other microservice to hold the connection for that period because it can time out and it will slow down all the requests. So instead we want to put it into a message queue. So you'll see how this works. We will learn about RabbitMQ first and configure the topic exchange, binding, and whatnot, and you'll see how all of this will work. Then we'll take our microservices, package it into a jar so that we can build a Docker image that contains everything that the microservices need in order to run as a Docker container. From that Docker container, we will run it within a Kubernetes cluster. So you'll see how to set everything up, including Postgres in here using a stateful set, services, pods, volumes, and whatnot. Then I will also teach you about Kafka in here. So we'll have a mini crash course on Kafka, and you'll see how easy it is for us to integrate Kafka within our Spring Boot applications. And I'll leave you with a big exercise for you to change the architecture from RabbitMQ to Kafka. And to be honest, this is it. So I'm really excited to teach you all of this. You're going to learn a ton, and this is what we professional software engineers do. And I'm pretty sure that at the end of this course, you will secure the high paying job, or when you go for interviews, you can talk with confidence about microservices and how to build them from the ground up. So there's a lot to learn. Let's get started.